everybody. So we back again. Today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. Let's go. So we're going to talk about clients, and then today I'm going to take any kind of questions too, because I know this is a really big one. Okay, so I get this question a lot, especially since a lot of people think are coming from other groups finding me. I don't know, but I get messages, emails, posts, everything about how do you find clients. What the heck? Oh, it's cold outside today. So I know you guys know that within 10 days I signed 2 clients when I first got started, and what I did was sent a shitload of cold messages and emails. So I sent a lot of emails. Like in the beginning, nobody knew me, nobody knew what I did, nobody had any clue of like what I offered. So I wanted to make sure everybody knew. So and when I say cold emails and messages, I don't mean anything kind of like spammy where you just drop like, this is what I do, this is how much it'll be, and then leave. No, I went in and I looked at the person's like website or Facebook page or whatever, and then I seen like what kind of stuff that they do, and I was like, hey, I like this about what you do, and if you need any kind of help, let me know. I offer this, but send me a message if you want more information. So you really want to make your pitches like really personalized, and then you want to keep them short too, because let's be honest, they're hiring us because they don't have time. So they don't have time to read a long email or a long message. Just keep it short. It's about 3 sentences or something at the most, and just move on. And keep it personalized, like something that they can relate to. And if you're doing anything like graphics or social media, something like that, something that you can look at from like their website or their pages that they're having trouble with, drop that in the email. Say, hey, I seen your email, and then it looks like you're struggling with this. I can't help you out with that. I did this before or whatever. And then leave that information, and then that they're more willing to look into what you do and go to your page and find out more information about you, because they know they'll need the help. So that's what I did. In the beginning, I sent a lot of emails, a lot of messages, and then I started being really active in Facebook groups. So I would say, hey, okay, I help with project management. That means I'm really organized. So I'll always drop like comments on the post when people are saying they're overwhelmed, they don't know what to do. I say, hey, break it down into this, 3 goals, or whatever is like, whatever your service is, you want to make a post about that in the groups. You want people to know you for this, for whatever it is. If it's social media, you want to be constantly giving people tips and tricks on social media things. If it's writing, you want to give tips and tricks on writing. If it is organizing, project management, email management, give tips and tricks on how to organize their email, how to organize Google Drive, whatever. Oh my God. Whatever it is. And then also answer questions to other people that's struggling with that, because once they continue to see you in Facebook groups talking about the same thing, helping people out with the same thing, sharing tips about the same things, people will start tagging you and post that is on that topic. So they will say, thank you. They will bills. They will just they will start tagging you about that certain topic, because they know that's what you help out with. So Facebook groups may not, as far as posting and commenting, it may not be the short game, because I know a lot of people are looking for something like instant, but none of these tactics is going to be something like you do for 2 days and you're going to bite. Now, let me say this too. Some people have got lucky and got a client really quickly, and it was just at their time. It was just the right moment, right services, right person, everything. So you can get lucky, but let's stay focused and say, even if you go to a new job, you'll have to wait 2 weeks to get a paycheck. So give your business at least 2 weeks to get clients and build up your clientele. So anything, if like, I know I have some people that I've talked to, and they haven't had any kind of success with it. But then I asked them how long they've been doing it, and they were like, well, not long enough. Well, you know it wasn't long enough, so just put in the work and do it every day for whatever, how many hours that you have, or every other day, whatever. Just be consistent with it, and then you will get a client. And of course, you want to be in Facebook groups because people will come in and post that they're looking for something. Some people don't even know a virtual assistant exists. They will come in the group and say, hey, I need help with this. Like, where would I find that person? And we're like, yep, we're over here. Like, it's a virtual assistant in the group. So you just want to be aware. You want to be active on social media. You want to share what you do. You want to be visible. And I know a lot of us struggle with too being visible. Been there. So when I first started, I looked into Upwork because I thought that was a quicker way. It was a more behind the scenes way to get started. Some people have success with it, but for me, I think I tried it for like for almost the 10 days. I think probably like around 7 days. That's when I got discouraged, because all I was getting was a lot of scams. So they were emailing me saying, provide me with your account information and different things like that. I was like, no. So got a lot of scams, and then I got a lot of like lowball offers. Like they wanted you to work 10 hours for $4 or something. I'm like, nope, that won't pay my bills. So but I did that. I went to Upwork because I wanted to be more behind the scenes, not visible. I wanted to, I knew in the beginning, I when I researched and when I talk to people, everything they say, you will have so much success in Facebook groups. Do Facebook groups. I hear it all the time, but I think what scares a lot of people is just being visible and putting their stuff out there. But my thing is, it gets better with practice. So the more you do it, it gets easier. And then secondly, you don't know who you will help with that information. I knew, like, when I started off, I would say, I don't want to post in Facebook groups because already other people are posting. They can get help from someone else. Who am I to tell them anything? Or I don't know enough about this that I can post and share anything else. But that goes to the fact that I'm a project manager for a small business overseeing 5+ contractors, and I've never had any kind of education or experience or anything with project management. You know things that other people don't know. So you need to share that, because if not, then they won't have it. And even if somebody else is sharing it, they won't share it the way you do it. So, it might not help with anybody. Like, people will say, okay, it's like a lot of virtual assistants or a lot of coaches out there, but nobody's going to teach it the way you do it. So you want to be visible. You want to have everyone know what you do. So while you're cold emailing or reaching out to people that you would really love to work with, start building up your visibility in Facebook groups, because you will start attracting clients through those Facebook groups. Everyone will start knowing you for what you do, and they will start sending people your way, because they will say, hey, I can't offer this service, but Neka can. Go to her. She can help you out. And that's how you get clients. So you have to be visible. We're online, so we have to be visible. It's like, I don't know any other way we can do it. Look, I don't know. I don't really know. I know if you still send out cold emails and things like that, you'll probably get bite. But the easier ways to attract clients is through Facebook groups and just being consistent and being visible. If you want your business right, you have to be consistent. You have to put in work in every day. Well, not every day. I'm just a workaholic. I love my business, so I do it every freaking day. But just make your schedule and say you'll do it Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, or Monday through Friday, whatever that works for you. But that is definitely how you get clients, especially in the beginning too. You have to work on it. You have to send out those pictures. You have to send out the emails. You have to be active in Facebook groups. You have to be active on social media. Wherever your clients are, go there and start showing up every freaking day or every other day, whatever you want to do. But that was kind of my spiel rant. I don't know what you want to call it about finding clients. If you guys have questions, let me know in the comments if I didn't cover anything. Let me see what time it is. Okay, we got some time. I gotta pick the kid up in a minute. But let me see. I'll stay on here for a while and see if you guys have any kind of comments or questions. And then also let me know. I'll put the link in this video too. I know a lot of you guys said you wanted to purchase the workbook, so I'll leave that. Yes, Lisa, put in the hustle, put in the grind. Like, I think in the beginning, you have to hustle harder than you will after you get momentum. I don't know who told me this, but a long time ago, somebody, I think they say it too now, but it's like a snowball. when you building it and you building it, it's gonna take a life of its own, and then you won't have to hustle as hard as you did. But you gotta start somewhere and get that momentum building up. Hustle hard. I grind every day. That's my thing. Grind, daily grind. And then I know a lot of people, they want clients fast. So if you want clients, the faster that you want it, the more harder you're gonna have to work. Like, you have to put the hours in. You have to put it in to get it. And then I think that's why I signed those 2 clients in 10 days, because I was working from morning to night. Like, I didn't have a job. I had to make some work. So I was just working. I was grinding it. You got it, Lisa. That's exactly what you gotta do. You gotta build your visibility. Oh, and then on the comments, I know a lot of people like on the posts and Facebook groups, I know a lot of people like to base things on how many likes you get, how many comments you get, how many likes they have on this page, how many followers I have, whatever. You gotta take in the fact that there's lurkers. Some people that reach out to me, they don't like or comment on any of my stuff, but they will hit me in my inbox and say, hey, can you help me out? Can you do this? And like, you have to think about those people too. So even if you don't get anything on your post, you have to understand people are watching. Like, they see you, they're reading your posts. Almost a year, Lisa. It'll be a year in December, like end of December. So taking the fact of the lurkers too. Like, they're not saying anything. Like, most of us, like, we don't like being visible. They don't like being visible either. So they just watching. And then they'll reach out to you in your message because it's more quiet. It's more behind the scenes. They don't want to be seen. Any other questions? So this is what I did. This is what I do now, since my days are so crazy. I have to block off time to do this. So I don't know if you guys seen, like, in my planner, I have time with Facebook groups. So I take a couple hours a day. And I'm in Facebook groups all the time, though. So I'm doing on weekends too. But I block off time for it. Because it's so important. You have to be visible. It's so important. So if you can block off time, like whatever your schedule allows, that's why I really like, on Sunday, I plan out my days. So I say these are the concrete details, the concrete things that can't be adjusted. Appointments, meetings, whatever. I put those in first. And then I schedule out my client work. And then I schedule out my coaching calls. Schedule out like any kind of like projects or whatever I need to do. But then in all of the white space, that's when I put in my marketing. Like, when will I be in Facebook groups? What time I'll do my daily shows. My daily shows is not negotiable. It's set time. But I put in, like, and then I also say I have a theme for the week. So I will say, okay, this week I'll talk about this certain topic, and then I'll break it up and say, hey, I'll post this on this day, this on that day, or whatever. And I'm just getting into the pre-planning because I'm so, like, on the spot I can think of something. So but yeah, just plan out exactly what times you'll do these things, and then that when you sit down, you'll kind of know what you need to do. So that's what has worked for me. Like, I just know that I'll put the work in every day, and then I will see results. That's really how you find clients. That's really the basis of it. That's really what you have to do. I think a lot of people may be looking for a quick way to do it, but you just have to put the work in. Like, the more work you put in, the quicker it can happen. But that's just what you got to do. You guys know you can leave me a message if you have any kind of questions. If you want to grab the workbook, just send me a message. I'll get you the link. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. It's Wednesday, 2 more days. If you need anything, I'll be in the group. You can message me, email me. But that's all for today. Thank you guys for your support. I love you guys so much. And I will see you tomorrow.